Anyways, I felt pushed to connect to younger me, and I just couldn't do it. It was weird. It was like really hard. And then all of a sudden I connected to, like, we went all the way back to the very first painful, sorry, I'm unplugging my phone because it doesn't need to be charged now. But to the very first painful thing that ever happened to me in this lifetime, which was, CSA, if you get that. Anyways, TMI, trigger warning type thing. And yeah. Anyways, like, after that happened, my mom she took me to the doctor, but the doctor was like, we couldn't find anything, but the doctor was like, it's probably an infection because they say I have a shorter urethra, which I don't understand how I could when, TMI, I have a more, protruding clit or whatever. Sorry if it's just TMI, whatever, but it's just the way it is. But I don't know. All I'm saying is the doctor was a quack, bro. Because it happened to me. I mean, I remember. So, like, I don't remember the actual, because during trauma, your soul can literally leave your body, and that's why you don't remember. That's one of the reasons, also because you block it out for protection, and like your soul can leave your body, and so that's why it's more painful to heal the trauma than to actually go through it usually, because then you're actually resurrecting. It's not fun. This one was not fun, because that's the first time that I went through trauma in this life. And so then what causes trauma really isn't necessarily the trauma itself. It's the lack of support afterwards, which I had none. I know my mom did her best. I mean, my dad could have done better, but he was a damn drunk. He's not now, but he still doesn't really try that much. On holidays, he'll be like, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, or whatever, which he did. I'll reply, but it's like, whatever. I guess, it's better to hear from him sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I'll just take it for now. That doesn't matter right now. But what I'm saying is, he didn't do anything, but at least my mom took me to the doctor, even though the doctor was stupid as fuck. There's no evidence of this. It's that, I don't know. But then my ex-stepmother said there could have been, bleeding in my diaper, but I don't know if there was. I'm sorry. Seriously, on these ones, I'm going to put, to make sure, trigger warnings that you guys I don't want nobody to get triggered or anything, and I'm not trying to, I'm sorry, but I wanted to talk about it, so, it's not very easy, as you can probably hear, but, also, I'm not trying to get in whatever, because sensitive sites and shit, which is, it's getting more foggy, as you can see. I want to get out eventually and take pictures and stuff, but I'm going to get this out first. Anyways, back to that. So it's like me and a future me, and like my inner higher self went back and were like comforting that little me, saying, you're valid, and it did happen. We believe you. It happened. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It fucking happened. It did. Because like the after effects, I remember the burning. I remember feeling it. Okay, like it was no. And when I thought about what my ex-stepmother said, because I had just started my period that day, when I was doing this healing, clearing I was like, oh my god, I'm scared to go to the bathroom now. Because it reminded me of how when I had my miscarriage, because I wasn't like bleeding too much with it, like too much more, but I was a little heavier. But one of the times, like the pad wasn't in the right spot and I leaked through. That's the only reason why. It wasn't because I bled too much, but my brain didn't matter why it happened. It was just my body was already, like, everything was traumatized, going through a traumatizing thing where, and even if you have the support, which I did, my ex was good through that. He was really amazing through that. And I had my ex best friend was really amazing with me through that. But everybody else could have fucking could have fucked off. I didn't really open up to other people either, because I didn't want their worrying energy, their concern energy would make it worse. The other two, I did, because they didn't, I don't know. They supported me the way I needed it. But you see, even if you have support, it doesn't always matter, because I still had that trauma in there. And then for almost 2 years after that, I would have really bad anxiety on my period each month, because I was like, oh my god, is it gonna be really heavy, and am I gonna need to go in? I didn't even go to the doctor for my miscarriage. That I was afraid I have severe medical PTSD. I don't so I didn't go in, and I made it through just fine. It's just I mean, physically, just fine. Anyways, yeah, so that healing was really intense, and I tried, and I didn't realize, there was gonna be anxiety. I don't know, I just didn't, it happened, there was feelings that came up minutes after, or during it, and then there was a vision that I had type of thing, where my inner / higher self jumped in some cold ass water, and for some reason I keep thinking of River Styx, this river Styx, or whatever, the Styx River, or whatever, the one that's on the way to the afterlife. I don't know, even though I don't know how cold, I don't know, but it makes sense, because those versions of you, when you go through trauma, they're literally frozen in time. And so that's what it was like. You're frozen in time in some freezing ass cold water, just turn blue. So basically, I had the vision of my inner / higher self jumping in there, River grabbing that version of me, pulling her out, pulling us both to safety, and then it was just I guess it took a few days to thaw, to thaw the emotions, to thaw that part, so I'm just my partner was beside me. He could feel everything, so he could feel whenever anything's off with me. So then I was just it's okay, I just did some energy work, it's okay, don't try to pull me out of it, just be beside me, it's fine, it's okay. I didn't expect to feel it that much, it was anxiety was, but I was fine. I had to put it away for a little bit, and then yesterday it was well, you remember when you put that away? Now we gotta deal with all these emotions. Are you ready? Absolutely not. I got another one. I gotta make another video.